Sorry, we're recording.
Alrighty, welcome back to the Son of a Boy Dad podcast. Today it is January 8th, 2024. We are here live from HQ4. Welcome back. Fellas, how are we doing today?
Good. Yep.
Doing
Real
good.
solid.
Doing good.
Really feeling good.
Experiencing a world of technology errors bright and early. Haven't even finished my freaking cup of joe yet.
Yeah. You didn't get the one you wanted though, right?
No, I didn't. I ordered a hot coffee.
And they sent him an iced coffee.
So I had to kill the Uber Eats man.
I prefer iced all year round anyway.
As do
Yeah,
I.
that is your thing. You do like iced.
That's a New England thing. I'm surprised you're not on that train, Hairball.
Is it?
Yeah.
Really? I guess that makes sense, yeah.
People from New England have iced coffee all year round.
That's probably because Dunkin' Donuts has better iced coffee than hot coffee by a mile. Dunkin' Donuts coffee makes me have insane anxiety.
I don't know if this is what you want to be saying. They're a big sponsor.
Oh, it does?
They sponsor a lot of Barstool.
That's good. I'll cut that out.
No, it's okay. I like their food because it's salty.
Bro, you should not talk about a sponsor like that.
I like their hash browns because it's like eating a square of salt.
I mean, I love Dunkin' Donuts.
You're getting your ass kicked, especially under the Patriots. You can't have a Patriots flag up and be talking shit on Dunkin' Donuts.
No, you really can't.
That's antithetical to your entire New England legacy.
I was in a very snowy area this weekend, and the snow was wet and packable, and I thought about building a snow tunnel, which is what I always used to do.
Classic.
And calling it snow moss instead of Hamas. Because
Was that just for yourself, or were you going to like post that online?
I
or what?
thought about it, and I thought, I don't know if that'll go over well. But
For who? I'm confused who this would be going. Not were you gonna like show it to your wife and she's gonna get pissed?
listen, man,
Like, look what I've done with my time.
Let's put this baby on hold for another month.
I know you
Snow
said
Moss might take us to the next level. We got to get this on Shark Tank.
you wanted me to fucking do take the trash out, but instead I built a snow tunnel with a loose pun because there's a big ski resort
Very
called
loose. Very loose pun.
Extremely loose.
It sounds more like a play on no mas than Hamas.
Well, the only reason it works is because there's out in Aspen there's a mountain nearby called Snowmass that everyone knows, and I was thinking Snowmass might be.
Snow Moss is
But
hilarious.
your pun's better. No moss, snow moss.
But it's like it doesn't have anything to do with anything.
No.
Really. At least yours was a little bit apropos.
Yeah. I used to build tunnels in the snow, and every time I did it, I would do it alone growing up in Maine. And
How the fuck much snow is there for you to build a tunnel that you can?
A lot.
Then we get 10 inches.
Yeah, you showed me
really?
the photo. It was a ton.
It was incredible.
Jesus Christ.
But dude, I've been in Maine growing up. We used to get feet and feet of snow all winter long.
Yeah.
And I used to build snow tunnels, and I would go in them, and I would panic.
Dude.
I would panic because I'd be alone, and sometimes they'd collapse because I wasn't exactly a fucking architect.
Yeah.
And you'd kind of get stuck. And there was always a story of some kid who died in the snow. Mm-hmm. But I would...
Because the suicide bombers.
Yeah, the first time you test the tunnel, the first time you climb under, you don't know, because if it's not big enough, your back will hit the top, and then the whole thing will collapse on top of you, and then you're dead. And that was always the scariest part. And there were a few times that I panicked.
Did you? I've been watching this dude's YouTube videos. The Luke, the Outdoor Boys. You ever see those?
Love them. All
Dude, when
that
he
stuff.
sleeps in those like those igloos, I guess that he makes,
Yep.
that scares the fuck. Like I can't imagine being like comfortable and like. I mean, I guess he's like, he knows what he's doing, clearly.
Yeah, he's an expert.
But I still can't imagine being like so sure.
Is he the blonde guy with the glasses?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's so badass.
Yeah, he's cool. He's a cool guy.
I wonder how you become built like that. It has to be like from the first day you're out of the womb, you're like walking through cow shit or something like that.
You can't really have a father.
No, I think you have a great father.
No,
to be
I think
built
your
like
dad
that.
left early and you are out in the wilderness on your own.
Yeah, that might be it. And then you're like, I have to learn all this stuff myself. And then,
Bingo.
then you get a little unnecessary. Like, you don't necessarily need all that stuff.
Yeah, it's either that or you have, as you said,
Yeah,
the
I'm thinking
best
of the
father.
Sydney Wells situation where it's like her dad is also a survivalist and you like learn how to skin a deer before you can brush your teeth.
Bingo. Bingo.
which I think is healthy. And I'm pissed at my fucking soft ass parents for not teaching me any of that shit.
I know that would have been cool. That's like he brings his kids with him. I don't watch the ones with his kids. I'm not a big fan of
we're
them.
not into that.
Little perverse.
But he does bring his kids with him, and he brings them to like the fucking deep forest of Alaska. And
Yeah.
they like sleep in like igloos.
That's got to be a good bonding experience.
Yeah, these kids love
the
him.
meals he cooks. You know, I will say
So good.
that's the problem though.
But
It's too gourmet.
But he's
It's like if you're ever caught in the wild, make sure you unpack your tin of beans and your charcuterie board, and you're gonna want to add some of this. It's like, dude,
You're going to want pink Himalayan salt,
you
not
brought-
your average table salt.
You brought fresh mozzarella.
He does. He
in
brings-
the event that you get snowed in and can't make it home.
He does bring bread dough. He cooks bread a
you
lot
brought
in the
elk
woods.
loin.
No, but he also does do episodes where he's fishing and he like does like a catch and cook.
Yeah, fair enough.
But
His kids would be so much happier if he just shoved an iPad in their face.
I don't know, dude. He had one where
Momentarily,
he
they
did.
definitely would.
He did a catch and
Roblox.
cook right by his house in like West Virginia or wherever he lives, and
I think it's in northern Canada. I thought.
because most of his videos are in Alaska,
Oh, that's right.
but I guess he must be flying to Alaska like weekly.
Yeah, it must be nice.
Yeah, he's probably
Alaskan
fucking
Airlines.
Delta
He's
Platinum.
probably one of those guys who's hanging out on the outside of that hole.
Dude, that's crazy. That's wild.
Explain it, plain guy.
I don't have an explanation for it. All I know is that it's the 737 MAX again, but it's a different. I mean, obviously, it's not. It's not the same shit that it was before.
I don't have an explanation except for probably the drift and the drag. Got caught up on the.
It seems like it's just Boeing is rushing production of their planes and not doing them properly. It's pretty scary. That plane is brand new. They said that plane was like a month and a half old, like off of the fucking factory.
Alaska Airlines, that is an airline that doesn't sound like it should be a big airline, and yet somehow it's much bigger than you'd think.
It's probably because
Yeah.
they're assembling airplanes in like an Amazon warehouse, and it's like dudes who have to piss in a bucket and are making like $8 an hour have to like make the airplanes,
No,
Yeah.
dude. The dudes that make the airplanes probably make a fucking ridiculous amount of money.
and they just like forgot to put the screws on the door.
Yeah, probably. I don't know what it was, but it was, dude. It is funny how everyone's like, "Oh, dude, don't fly Spirit. It's those like jokes." But it's like, dude, they're all the same plane.
Right, they're all
Like-
the same plane.
Like,
Yeah.
It's not like Spirit has a worse quality Boeing 737 than fucking Delta.
No, it's probably like an
the
old.
interior
Are you
is probably
sure?
worse.
Are you sure Spirit's not buying the hand-me-downs
Yeah,
from
it's
JetBlue?
definitely hand me down, or it's like probably at a butcher shop where the Italian guys like saved the best cut of meat for me. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like
yeah.
Delta is getting like the
Delta's
primo
getting,
cut,
yeah.
and then like the trickle down like ass, the tripe, and everything is going to Spirit, Frontier.
He's exactly right, and you can tell because Delta had the Bluetooth headset TVs
Yeah,
before
yeah.
anyone else, and that adjusting to technology at that speed is a good indicator, I think, of which planes
But
are
isn't
going
that
best.
isn't that just the interior of the plane? Like, is Boeing designing the interiors as well, or are they only designing the like?
I don't know. You're the
exterior?
only one of us that's on the plane subreddit that could actually tell us.
I genuinely don't know the answer to that. That's actually because it is interesting to think because like, I mean, there's like that you can fly on a fucking Boeing 737 and it can be one of those ones that we flew to San Francisco where it's like they have the Delta One seats,
Mm-hmm.
but then there's a 737 that goes from like fucking New York to Florida that's like
Yeah.
does not have those seats.
how did the
But
cabin
it's still
not
the
get
same plane.
How did it not get depressurized?
They weren't. I don't know if they were high up enough yet. It
yeah.
happened quickly.
It was like
Happened
15
right
minutes
away?
into the flight.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
Well, that
dude.
is when like they say that's when like 90% of the crashes happen is when
But that
they're-
wasn't a crash though.
well, emergency landing, I guess.
Yeah, that's fucking terrifying. I don't know, dude.
Kind of creepy too how there was two people that were supposed to be sitting in those seats but they didn't make the flight.
It's Final Destination
Yeah,
type shit.
They've gotten
literally
sucked
is.
out.
Yeah, 100%. They would have gotten sucked out.
So did anyone get close to getting sucked
I don't think so.
just because there was enough space?
Yeah.
Oh my god!
It does make you put your seatbelt on a little more carefully. I put my seatbelt on not snug, but I'm always thinking now, if there's violent turbulence, I don't want to be the guy who floats up to the top and
No,
bashes my
so
head.
embarrassing.
So embarrassing.
That would be mortifying.
Somebody strap me in.
especially for the flight attendants. I always wonder who are the people who have like the wherewithal to film in those situations where they catch that shit on tape.
I was on Reddit and I was looking at the people were talking about it and they were saying that
Imagine you do that. You're gushing blood like me diving in the water, and you get up and you go, "I'm so embarrassed."
that's
Jesus
what it would be.
People are
I'm
laughing
so
at you like
embarrassed.
Dude, it would be
fucking
the equivalent
Aaron
of like
Rodgers.
slipping on ice in the winter, like in public,
Be
and then having
so
to
much
like
worse
get up and be
than
like,
that.
I'm fine, like looking around, I'm fine.
Hear
You
the
can
wind's
get-
knocked out of you.
Yeah, don't worry about me, I'm good.
You
I'm
can
good.
get decapitated that way, though, somehow.
Yeah, how?
I don't know. It happened once. I read about it. I don't know how.
Damn.
Imagine seeing a decapitation in your everyday life, just like walking down the street. Someone's driving them. Their head gets ripped off their body. It's something that no human being is prepared to see. It doesn't matter if you've been to war or if you've worked in a fucking ER or something like that. The fact that human bodies are fragile enough where the head can pop right off like a Ken doll is disturbing as fuck.
Yeah, that
it'd
is
be a major
disturbing.
ick. An Ichabod.
It's definitely my ick. Damn.
Ichabod.
That's damn good.
Ichabod
That was
Crane.
good. You have to give him credit for that.
Come on now.
Don't bruh him. Don't bruh
on now.
him. You have to give him
What,
credit.
bruh is good. Bruh
No.
can be taken multiple different
Bruh
ways.
is
There's
negative.
good and bad. We got some new ones on there.
Ooh, can't wait.
I forget where they are though, which is the problem.
I had can I tell you this? I had a very gay weekend.
Yeah,
And I mean that literally.
like happy.
No.
Oh,
No. I mean homosexual. It was the most gay, probably the most gay experience I've ever had in my life.
What?
Yeah.
Well, you fucked guys.
yeah, because
Well, that would
you do
be
some
it.
gay
You're
shit.
right.
So I think more than what you normally do.
This
has to be.
is not as gay as that time I fucked those guys. But no, I was in a hot tub with 12 gay men and then my wife and my mother-in-law.
Where
What
did
the
you stumble upon 12 gay men?
Mind
Were
if I go
those,
in?
yeah, were those your
What do
friends?
we have here?
Or did you just stumble upon 12 gay? That sounds like something you would read in like a fucking Harry Potter book.
It's,
The 12 gay men.
Canterbury Tales or
Deep in the woods of upstate New York.
That's where-
we came
that's where it
across
was.
the 12 gay men.
well, we went over to our friend's house. They're a lovely gay couple, and they had a bunch of friends over, and we went in the hot tub with all of them. But here's the part that was tough. So I'm sitting at one end, and they had the heater on, and it was getting hot under my legs, and there was a guy next to me who was very funny. And I said, "Boy, it's getting really hot." And he goes, "It's getting so hot in here, someone's going to get pregnant." Which was funny. I don't really know why.
Yeah,
it
that
made
doesn't
sense.
make sense.
It was funny though.
That is funny. I could see that killing.
I would say you'd have to be there, but you'd never be there. You're too homophobic.
much too.
Or
And-
no, he's way more scared of a hot tub than gay
Yeah.
people.
Oh,
Of,
That's
like,
a
having to take
nightmare
his shirt
situation
off.
for me.
This is a triple
12 gay
filtered.
dudes seeing my fucking flabby stomach. That's horrible. They would laugh me away.
It was the most self-conscious I've ever been about my body, more than being on a beach with a bunch of hot babes.
How good were these dudes' bods?
Pretty good, but I was okay. I wasn't like
Right.
top of the line, but
You
I
could
was probably
compete.
middle of the pack. I wouldn't say that like I wasn't. I wouldn't. They wouldn't have
The
been like,
mean.
we're not touching that gay man tonight.
Right. And you also underestimate a gay guy's standards, Harry. I think that these gay guys would fuck you, and no matter what your body looked like.
You'd have to bring something else to the table.
Definitely.
You would have been the
Tight
guy.
butthole.
He's not much to look at, but good luck getting him off you. It's gonna sound like a cork.
I'm watching.
Yeah.
I'm rewatching Mindhunter, and there's that scene where Ed Kemper's like, "A lot of people don't know this, but the butthole actually sucks in a penis." Have you ever seen that?
No, I have not.
You
I don't even know what you're talking
You never
about.
seen? You never
I haven't
watched
seen
Mindhunter?
it. No.
You don't? Do you know Ed Kemper, the serial killer? The
No.
co-ed killer.
No.
Oh.
Which one is he? The what?
The co-ed killer.
I think it's funny without
Killed
even knowing
both men
it.
and women.
I don't know. I don't know why they call him that. He killed his mom and he like sawed her head off and then fucked her neck.
So he's a legend.
That's not
And
co-ed.
he's like, and
That's,
he's well. Then he killed a bunch of girls on like a college campus too.
again
Still
still
not
women.
co-ed.
Dude, I didn't come up with the name. You got to go back to the 70s and
there
figure
must
that
have been
out.
a man that he killed.
He might have. I
Don't they call sorority sisters co-eds?
I think he
Isn't
did.
there
He
some
killed a
reason
bunch
for
of
that?
sorority
Isn't that
girls.
a thing? Why would co-eds only refer to women?
That is interesting because it's like a porn title, like a bunch of co-eds, like 12 co-eds in a hot tub.
Yeah.
Suck your penis in with their buttholes.
He sounds like he's huge. He's huge. He's like 7 feet tall and like 300 pounds, and he looks like he sounds like Big T. So imagine Big T
like a
telling you
soft
that
kind of high pitch.
Yeah. A
That
lot
was
of
bad,
people
Big
don't
T.
know
Here's
that
the
the
gayest thing
butthole
that happened
actually
that night.
sucks your penis in.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of, isn't there some creature that that starts in a movie? I don't know. I saw something recently where it's like that reminds me of that.
I
Starship
don't
Troopers or some shit like that, or I don't know. Go ahead though. So anyway, you're in this fucking bacchanal of buttholes, fucking
and the
farting in tubs.
the heater's on. The guy says someone's gonna get pregnant, and he said that, and then I went, has anyone here ever seen Glee? And 6 gay guys around me, one after another, silence, and then each one went, no, I didn't see it. And they were like, yeah, I didn't. And I go, am I the gayest guy here? Did I just out-kick the gays? Because there's a scene in season 1 of Glee. Did you
Yeah.
ever watch Glee?
No, I'm not gay.
Did you? Well, apparently it's not a gay thing. 'Cause none of them had seen it
Only
either.
the straight guys who watch
Maybe
Glee.
they were
Did
all
you ever watch
fucking.
Glee?
Maybe, dude, you're gonna end
Yeah.
up in like a Mr. Beast or like a fucking Nelk video. It was probably all straight dudes just fucking with you.
Oh, that'd be funny. That would be cool. So Nelk.
You were surrounded by cameras.
Double Nelk.
Steiny was just fucking smirking into his happy dad.
Full send.
Full send for sure. Fuck yeah.
But the point is, there's a scene in season 1 of Glee where the lead male character gets his girlfriend pregnant, even though they've never had sex with each other, and she's cheating on him with another guy.
Yeah.
But she tells him that it happened the night that they were in the hot tub because his sperm traveled through the hot tub water into her vagina and got her pregnant. So that was my reference, and none of the gay guys got it because I was the only person among 6 gay men in earshot who had watched a single episode of Glee.
How old were they?
35, 36, perfectly in the
prime
wheelhouse.
Glee age.
Prime.
Prime gay age.
Prime
But
gay
then this
Glee age.
led to a conversation about how visionary the executive producer and creator of Glee was, this young gay guy who...
Wait, was
you know.
Glee? I thought Glee was like a partly like reality show.
I thought it was a children's show on Fox.
It was on Fox, but it was about like a cappella. It was a
it wasn't.
high
So it
school
was like
comedy.
a written show.
Huh?
It was not
Scripted.
It was scripted.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's
But probably
interesting.
then there were all those like a cappella song contest shows.
Oh, I see.
Not the Masked Singer.
Glee was built on the back of High School Musical,
Yep.
and on the back of Glee was built the Pitch Perfect movies.
Probably true.
It was this like weird a cappella time when
Yeah.
everybody hoped to burst into song, but not even in musical form. But I cannot believe that in Glee there were women telling stories that like a sperm just escaped the penis and like a heat-seeking missile found the vagina.
Yeah, that's good, right? That's like fucking American Horror Story writing.
Yeah, that's
not.
twisted
That's not.
as fuck.
That's
The
not.
point, it was
Glee
it was a
writing.
little bit of a plot hole in that how could the lead male character have been so stupid as to think this is how conception works? But we bought it hook, line, and sinker.
But was it a single sperm, or was the woman telling the guy that he ejaculated and didn't even know it? It's like, oh, you must have come in the hot tub.
Well, I
'Cause,
think
like, he didn't come in the
they
hot
were
tub.
dating and they were like hooking up in the hot tub, but they didn't have sex.
So he just came and it floated into her pussy.
Went in there.
Oh
swam in
man!
there.
So he pre-jacked, and then the girl got
no,
pregnant.
he might have full jacked.
Well, he prematurely came.
Why would it be premature? She might have tugged him off in the hot tub.
I see. It was
To
a tug.
completion, and then it swam.
I didn't know there was tugging.
I don't know if there was either.
I think it's the implication is pre-jack.
I'm
Really?
thinking it's pre-jack. It sounds like pre-jack to me and Roan.
You know, pre-jack can get you pregnant.
Yeah.
You're talking about pre-cum,
Yeah.
not pre-jack. Pre-jack is premature
Pre-workout.
ejaculate, right?
I have no clue.
Pre-jack and pre-cum I guess they are different things.
They're very different. Don't you
We
dare.
need to pause the podcast to look it up.
It's a horse of a different color.
So
Pre-cum is what oozes from the penile hole when you're excited. And
it's like
that's
like the
semen.
caulk. It's like a lube, or it's like a deck sealant that will kind of get you.
Yeah, in highly volcanic regions, they probably would say it's sort of like the sulfuric fumes that might emit to signal, an eruption is imminent.
Is that what that means?
Oh yeah,
What?
smoke coming before the fire.
Oh,
coming
interesting.
before the fire.
To be honest, I'm not sure if what I just said has any bearing on proper geology.
All I know is I went to Iceland and the sulfur in the water smells nasty.
Yeah, it does. Rotting eggs. But
Remember when me and my buddies were super drunk in Iceland. We were hammered.
yeah, I remember.
And my friend went
Played
to
cards the whole time.
My friend went to take
Camping.
a shower when we got back to the place we were staying at, and it was the first time any of us had showered, and it smelled like sulfur. And I remember that was like the hardest I've ever laughed. We thought that there was just like shit coming out of the fucking faucet, dude. It smelled so strong of just diarrhea.
That's nasty.
Yeah.
There are some nasty smells that occur in nature.
Yeah.
Cum trees, cum trees,
Yeah,
but also
I-
stink bomb trees.
Stink, but I know that. I don't
Those are
know
bad.
what people always talk about the cum trees. My cum does not smell, so I can't relate to that in any way at all.
That's a fallacy.
But
You just
everyone's
don't
always
know.
That's
like,
like that
dude,
song
these trees
Caroline
reek
by-
of cum.
you wear your own cum so much that you are engulfed in it.
Cum
And
that
just
could be
you're
it.
nose blind to your own cum.
That could
Yeah.
very much be it. I'm
because you're one of
covered
those
in
guys
cum.
who just comes and then doesn't clean it up.
You
I
let it
rub
cake
in.
on yourself.
I rub it in.
That's right.
Like lotion.
You are immersed in your own cum.
Which honestly has done wonders for your skin. You are glowing. The fact that you just spray on your own face and then
Ew.
seal it like oil
Nasty.
of Olay.
Nasty. That's disgusting.
Here's my
do
impression
it.
of Sass jerking off. Ready?
Ew.
Tries to catch it in his mouth like it's a grape.
Oh, that my impression is more like he beats off, but seals his mouth. And just
Oh, all over the
tries to
chin.
catch like kind of a rain, like a spattering of it.
Ah, yes.
People do crazy shit for their facial routines, though. My wife will walk around in basically like a blackface mud mask,
Yeah.
like brown face, black
I've got
face.
one of those lying around my place somewhere that I bought a while ago. Never did it though.
Were you actually going to do it for your skin?
I was going to try and get the blackheads out of my nose, and then I just gave up. So these are never coming out.
You go get an actual facial.
Yeah.
from the 12 dudes
And then
in the hot tub.
maybe watch some Glee after.
Pre-jack is premature ejaculation. That's when you come fully. You fully come, but maybe your
But
pants are still
prematurely.
on.
Yeah, so that's what I meant about the
Like a
Glee thing,
Stifler.
because I assumed
Yeah.
you said they didn't fuck, so I assumed that I didn't know. I never even.
Yeah, you made a lot of
I
assumptions.
never considered the idea of tugging taking place, which is on me. I take full responsibility for that. I blame
They're
myself.
high schoolers, theoretically. I mean, he's not exactly built up a huge tolerance.
I didn't know we were talking high schoolers.
There's a hot button
Pause.
cock.
I mean, the actors
We're
playing
gonna have
them
to
were like
fucking cut
30.
this whole segment.
A lot of weird shit happened to that cast after the fact. There was one of the girls died in a drowning accident.
Yeah.
Ah, man.
She went out on a boat with her
She
young
drowned
kid.
in pre-jack.
She went out on a boat with her redhead boyfriend. The Murdaws.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. That was something I thought you would actually laugh at. I thought you would like that joke.
Didn't get it.
That's a joke that you would make.
I thought you were talking about me.
Yeah, I thought you were talking about Francis too, and about how
no.
he dived off a dock. Thought you were calling back to the last episode.
No. I was going to do the Murdaugh thing, and then I forgot what else happens. I just remember they go out on the boat, and then one girl dies.
It's amazing that was sort of just the tip of the iceberg of things that happened there.
Yeah, the craziest part is when the dad kills the kid and the wife
Probably.
and stages it.
I never got into that murder.
Oh, dude, I took a while. I didn't watch that until a couple months ago.
The first ones were good. I didn't watch the post thing.
How do
I didn't
people
watch that
decide
either.
which murder becomes like a pop culture
viral?
thing? Like I was out to dinner on Saturday night, and the table next to us was talking about Gypsy Rose for literally an hour.
I don't know
long.
Everybody's been
anything
talking about
about
this
that.
Gypsy Rose
That's
character.
what I mean. How do they pick which one becomes the fucking cultural?
Well, honestly, I think it's the strength of the documentary to a large extent.
Yeah, so I was talking about this with someone the other day because I was saying that the Son of Sam doesn't ever make sense to me, like how big of a deal that is, because he only killed 2 people, and
What?
there's serial killers. Yeah, he just like pulled up. I think it was like 2. I think he pulled up on them and just killed them.
That up. That
but
doesn't
I
sound
guess
like enough.
Someone said that it was because of the amount of like fear he inflicted on the city was why it was such a big deal, because it was completely random and no one knew anything about like who he was or why he did it.
Same thing with Gypsy Rose. People are just terrified that
she's gonna kill again.
Yeah, exactly. That,
especially when she's walking around Times Square.
Well, Frank the Tank is doing his 100th walk.
Son of Sam killed 6 people.
Really?
Well, a number of victims, 6. I don't know if he killed them all.
So maybe he was just molesting.
Oh no, some of them were wounded.
But also they think that Son of Sam was like multiple people.
Oh, like Shakespeare.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Just like that.
Just one guy taking credit for it.
Yeah, Son of Sam was interesting because he also said that his dog told him to do it, and then he later on was like, "Nah, I made that shit up. I did it myself." He was like, "My dog is the devil, and he convinced me to kill." And then he was just like, "No, I'm in a cult, and I fucking killed those people because I felt like it."
Cult is a sad cop out as well. Saying that you're just, I just did it because everybody was doing it. Like, you look way fucking softer.
Yeah, it's true.
Be
Have some
bold
fucking
about
balls.
Have a pair of fucking balls.
What's that dude's name? Berkowitz?
I don't know. Serial killer?
Yeah.
You know so much more about serial killers
I'm
than
watching
me.
Mindhunter right now.
I just don't find any fascination in serial killers.
You got to find it. You're gonna have to find something new to watch because football's got to be real slow for you right now.
You know what I can't stand is how people always tell me I'm a serial killer.
Yeah, I'm sure that would bug me too.
People on stage, anytime they're always, Francis is a serial killer.
On stage, they hit you with that?
After
They're
I go
probably
on,
saying
and they
that,
come
you're like
on about that.
You're a stone cold killer.
But what
Killer's
makes up?
row.
What is common to serial killers? What makes me a serial killer?
I don't know.
I think it's a combination of intelligence with like a smoldering like sense of like knowing something that you don't.
That girl that works at Barstool, she's got dark hair.
Oh yeah. Go ahead.
She's on Plan B's team. She's great. Peyton.
Yeah, she said you were a serial
She
killer.
said I was a serial killer, and I said why, and she said because you don't blink enough.
How
I
did
could
she
never
notice
be a
how much
serial
she
killer then.
blinked?
I blink constantly.
You are a big blinker.
I'm a big blinker. It actually to the point that it bothers me.
Sometimes I feel like you're having a stroke.
I can't stop myself.
I
Dude.
look
It's
at
like
you
a
and
tick.
are you signaling for
it's
help?
really fucking
Morse
annoying.
code?
Because people say that could be Tourette's, that just like blinking a lot.
Yeah,
is just
one
like
of my buddies actually had that. He had to get like shots for it.
blinking.
Did you
Swear
get
to
here
God.
on a wagon trail that was picking up dust?
I swear to God, one of my friends, he had a tick where he would blink too much, and he had to get shots for it.
Was it Tourette's?
It was a minor form of Tourette's, he said.
And they cure it like allergies?
I guess, yeah.
By the way, Tourette's does have minors and majors. It's a big swing. You can
Yeah.
have major and minor.
I remember I brought it up a while after he was like cured of it, and then he started doing it, and he was like, "It feels so good."
To act on his tics.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
He
cool.
was like, "I gotta stop. It feels too good."
Oh, that's cool. I like hearing that.
Wait, was it the blinks that he was acting on?
Yeah, it was like he would do this thing where he would roll his eyes like that.
No, it doesn't feel that good to me. I don't have Tourette's.
I met a guy recently who had it, and I didn't know that he had it because he was a minor, and then he told me that he had it, and I said no way. I tried to like convince him he didn't.
Yeah.
I was like, you don't have, come on, no, we didn't know. And then I started noticing it, and it was all I could focus on.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. Once
Really?
you figure something out like that. Did you ever have a kid
And
in
then
school?
I worried I was making him self-conscious by focusing on it so intently.
Did you ever know anyone in school that had like full blown T-Rats?
There was one that just went on I think he went on like Don Lemon or some shit like that. I saw the clip and like Don Lemon like was like,
Was it a comedian? There's a comedian with Tourette's.
I don't think it was a comedian, but like they like broke, whether it was like some CNN host, like someone who you would think like would be so careful and liberal about it, and they're like,
You know here's something that's weird. Certain illnesses are called after the name of, I guess, the person who
like Lou Gehrig's
first
disease
diagnoses them, or someone famous who has it, I guess. And then others are just like cerebral palsy, epilepsy. Cerebral palsy is it denotes the part of the brain, cerebral, whatever, and then palsy. I don't know what the fuck that is. Maybe palsy's a guy.
No, like Bell's palsy. No, a palsy is like an illness.
But Bell is probably a guy.
Yes.
And why did he get that palsy?
Well, epilepsy was 2 people. It was epilepsy.
Bruh.
That's the wasted one. Wasted.
That was so bad. That was unconscionably bad.
Why do we give Tourette's syndrome? It has apostrophe S. It's his thing.
Well, that was 2 Rets. That was 2 guys.
Nah,
That's
not the same.
exact
Not
same
the
level as your
same, bro.
stupid ass.
Bro, not even close to the same.
Why did we
You
give
just
him
break
that?
my couch?
No.
You just sat down and I heard something
It just
snap.
moved a little. And it's made of fucking kindling, dude.
This couch was expensive.
This couch
Was
was
it?
built to like be thrown into the street after West Virginia won a basketball game and burned in a riot or
Yeah.
some shit like
Bingo.
that. This is definitely the most flammable and on purpose couch.
Yeah. It's got a nice coating of
Yeah, you think
gasoline
that's
on it.
like ALS would be ALS got turned into Lou Gehrig's disease, so maybe some of these diseases are just waiting for someone famous enough to get them.
Why didn't AIDS become Magic Johnson disease?
because it was already around for a while before
Fine,
Magic Johnson
but
had
Lou
it.
Gehrig's disease, I would guess they changed it from ALS. That's probably some long scientific acronym to Lou Gehrig's disease to raise awareness for the disease because this was the highest profile person that had it.
And it kind of softens it. Magic Johnson disease is like you don't have to be so ashamed that you've been
No,
Bingo.
but also,
Goon
but
pit.
Magic Johnson couldn't be the face of it because he didn't die from it.
But he has it.
Yeah, exactly. But
Did
he's
Freddie
not
Mercury
dead.
die from it?
You don't have to die.
think.
Yes.
So Freddie Mercury's disease.
Yeah, Freddie Mercury
Bingo.
disease would work.
That would be nice.
Or like Queen's disease.
Queen's disease.
Yeah.
Queen's is nice.
Yeah.
Queen's disease.
no,
I got
because if you're a
Queens.
straight guy that gets Queen's disease, you have
Queens
to
could
defend
work
yourself.
for the gay because there's a lot of gay dudes too that get
Yeah,
it.
that's the point.
Yeah, that's a good one.
No, it can't be that. I'm not bumping mics on that, bro.
Alrighty, let's take a second to talk about BetterHelp. Around New Year's, we get obsessed about how to change ourselves. To change ourselves instead of just expanding on what we're already doing right. All right, you don't always necessarily need change. Maybe you finally organized one part of your space and you want to tackle another. Or maybe you're taking supplements every morning and now you want to actually eat breakfast too. Therapy helps you find strength so you can ditch the extreme resolutions to make changes that really stick. All right? I think that's a great idea. I've been to therapy before. I go to therapy still. I love therapy. It's good for me, helps me out, makes me feel good, makes me reach my goals and tackle my resolutions in a more proper way. For example, I'm probably not going to run a marathon this year, but maybe we'll run 1 mile a week. Something light like that. Get in shape. You know, something easy. If you're thinking about starting therapy, give BetterHelp a try. It's entirely online, designed to be convenient, flexible, and suited for your schedule. Just fill out a brief questionnaire to get matched with a licensed therapist and switch therapists anytime, no additional charge. So if you don't happen to mesh well with your current therapist on BetterHelp, you can just switch to another one for free. Sounds pretty good to me. Celebrate the progress you've already made. Visit betterhelp.com/sun to get it today to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/sun to get 10% off your first month. Now back to the show.
We got ball. A lot of ball.
We got a lot of ball talk.
No, there's got to be some other good stories that we can talk
No,
about.
dude, this is what everyone wants to hear about. They tune into this
No, they
podcast
don't. No one
on
gives a
Tuesdays
fuck about this.
to hear
On
about the
ball.
birds.
No one cares about this.
But the thing is, you are right. It was fun. Like a month ago, it was very fun to talk Eagles and be like, let's talk about, like, oh, the Eagles lost to the Jets. How funny is that? Doesn't really matter though, because they're still going to be in the Super Bowl.
you
obviously.
should root for them for a couple more weeks so you can get a little bit more like dismay out of me. If
No,
they just
I don't
lose in
want.
the next
I don't
round,
want
it's
the Eagles to lose. I don't. I like when the Eagles play good. It's better for football.
Is the last time the Eagles won the time that we went to watch the game at your place, Ron?
Yeah, probably when they beat the Bills.
They won one game since then
Who'd they
on
beat?
Christmas Day, the Giants.
Oh,
Well,
looks like the Giants came for blood last night.
yeah.
100%.
That was crazy.
They
I
shouldn't
didn't even
have
watch
lost
the
to the
game.
Giants. The Giants are bad.
I was watching. What did I watch? I think I watched the Seahawks play instead.
They suck so hard that they could make you pre-jack, ejac, and pre-cum simultaneously. It's that hard of a suck from the Eagles.
The Eagles' defense is like a butthole. It actually sucks the offense into the end zone.
Yes, it literally is. And you know why? Because they fired their defensive coordinator mid-season, and they're like, here's someone we could add that's better. A guy who used to be on the Patriots. Fucking
So
Matt
you know what
Patricia.
I was wondering? There's no way because you can't. I mean, you can't make changes to the coaching staff this late in the season.
Well, they did already.
I know, but like I was thinking,
do
like
it again.
fire Sirianni, dude. That guy is fucking awful.
The whole fan base is talking about firing him. I don't think they're gonna fire him.
They could get Belichick.
Why the fuck would you want Belichick?
If Belichick had that roster,
would be a negative value
if
add.
Belichick had your guys' roster, that would be a guaranteed.
He
Super
would
Bowl
literally
victory.
zap the fun out of football. Like, these guys are pro athletes playing a game
Yeah,
at
it's a
the
lot more
highest
fun
level.
losing
Are you
27 to 10
trying
to
to
the
have fun? Or are you
Giants.
trying to have rings?
What rings is Belichick winning?
6, brother.
Well, he can't win without his little system quarterback.
Well, he's got your bitch ass system quarterback now.
Are you saying that black quarterbacks are not capable of success in systems?
the Eagles
of following the rules?
The Eagles franchise has been the most open to black quarterbacks, from Randall Cunningham to Rodney Peete to Donovan McNabb to
Has
Michael
the
Vick
have
to
the
Jalen
fans
Hurts. Of course.
Didn't they say that if Jalen Hurts was white, he would be a god in Philly?
The one Mike Sealski, the sports writer, said that.
That's
He was
crazy.
like,
They've been really open to black quarterbacks, and yet they only let a white one win the Super Bowl there.
Exactly.
we're racist.
We're racist and we don't care.
No,
And then
I
had
can't
the-
be
they had the
racist.
gall
Everyone thinks we're
to
racist and
nickname
we
him.
don't care.
They had the goal to
We are
nickname him Big Dick
We
Nick.
are racist. Yeah. They call the white guy
They
Big
were like,
Dick.
finally, a quarterback with a big cock came in and won us the Super Bowl. Ah.
Oh my god. No, I can't be racist. I have a resting black voice.
Yeah, Sam Talon
Have
said
you?
that.
Yeah, you heard that?
Yeah.
That's so funny. Yeah, I have resting black voice.
Brandon texted me the other day and he was like watching Sam Talon's special. This motherfucker is funny. And I was like, hey, you should go see him. He's in Chicago right now. And
Brandon
he-
is the most Actually, I'm not going to start being nasty to people.
Oh, I love Brandon.
I love Brandon.
Brandon then texted me and said, when are you coming back? When are you going to do a show in Chicago? And I said, I did 8 shows in Chicago 2 months ago. And he said, well, I couldn't go then. Really, Brandon? You couldn't go to any of the 8 shows? I was there for 5 nights.
At every time of the day. Anytime that was your convenience.
And he was in the city the entire weekend.
Sad.
Fool ass.
Sass
Actually-
and I will be in Denver, Colorado.
Yes, we will.
And then Albany. And
And then
that's in
Madison.
February. Get tickets at francisellis.com or littlesasquatchwebsite.com.
Does it change who gets the money where they buy
No.
the ticket? So they
No.
could go to either one.
Either
They
one.
could go to either website.
Yeah.
My interface is a little more user friendly, so I could hop over
He's
on
not
that.
wrong. I do mine myself, and I know nothing about web design.
Oh, I didn't know you actually. You do yours yourself?
Listen, bro. You know,
That's crazy.
we
I don't
can
even know
cut costs.
who does mine. They just sent me the link one day and they were like, it's up.
Must be nice.
Yeah.
Must be fucking nice, dude.
See where I save money on my website and I put it into my home.
I mean, I think my website was like $90.
Yeah, and that $90 is the difference in my rent and yours, which is why I live in
Squalor.
cleanliness and you live in.
I don't live in squalor, and I have a rug
You
that's
live
coming.
at a ground zero. This feels like a ground zero.
My apartment is going to be next time. Actually, when you guys are here on Wednesday, it'll be much different.
If your apartment feels like in like
A lot
20
of pictures
years
on their way.
in 20 years there will be like commercials on TV like, are you suffering from mesothelioma? If you went to Sass's apartment, you could be in line for financial considerations. I don't fucking know.
This looks like the type of place you would find missing children.
Oh, dude, don't say that.
No, like between the crumbs.
That's
Yeah,
crazy.
she turned up. Where was she? Well, behind Sass's radiator.
This looks like a place that they would escape from. Like they would run out into the street
I
and
don't
they'd be
know
like,
what
honey,
you guys
where
are
are
ta-
you?
I think
Honey,
it's
where
already
were you?
really
normal.
nice
He helped me
apartment.
carry my groceries upstairs.
I think the rug that I got is really going to just like piece this place together.
Honestly, it's perfect when the light is like this Francis, I don't know if you could see it right now. The denseness of the particulates that are floating in the air right now.
It's mystical.
It looks like
Oppenheimer-esque.
outer space.
Yeah.
And it really.
What does it look
troubles me.
like in your guys' apartments? Do you just have like pure air?
You
no
can't
fucking
see
dust.
You
can't see the air.
You can't see yourself getting sick.
You can't. You don't have to slice through the air with a knife. Like you could literally cut the tension with a knife in this.
If someone
room.
farted right now, it would all go whoosh.
Right, we could
I
probably
farted
see
over there.
I know,
walked
I
over
smelled
to-
it.
I
You
walked
brought it
over
back
to pretend
over
I got
here.
a drink, to pretend to look for a seltzer. I knew there was no seltzer in the fridge.
You brought back the fart. It's crazy how much air you can see, and some of the particulates are big. There's probably particulates that were at 9/11 in the air right now. There's probably some of the same
This is a
exact
great
ones.
point. Did
There's
you guys
no
know that if
way.
you scoop up a handful of water from the ocean and put it to your ear, you can actually hear the screams of the past?
Jesus Christ.
Of the Titanic.
Did you guys
Let's go
see this?
Titanic. Yeah. That makes it okay.
Yeah.
Statute
Titanic
of
is old
limitations.
enough.
Yeah,
fine.
you can definitely make fun of the Titanic. If
Yeah,
SNL
yeah,
does it,
yeah.
you can make fun of it.
Yeah, bingo.
Dude, did you guys see this video on Twitter of the dude in the tribe of the cannibals?
No.
You didn't see this?
Is it
was
old?
like it's an old
Oh,
the
yes, I
old
have seen that guy.
and the dude's voice. I can't stop like listening to the dude's voice.
Pull up the video.
He's like,
The cannibal.
yeah,
Sounds like a droid.
that's what he sounds like. It's actually a spot on impression if you look up the video. It's this dude. It keeps coming up on my Twitter, and it's this CNN reporter who went out to, where is it, in India somewhere?
Papua New Guinea?
I don't know where it is, and they're cannibals, and
And
he's
they
like,
eat 'em.
why are all these people afraid of you? And he's like, because we eat people over here. And then he's like, and then the reporter, he asked another question, and the leader of their tribe, he goes, and then in subtitles it goes, stop talking so much or I will cut your head off.
Who the fuck
And-
is translating that?
Yeah, how'd they treat
I don't know. And then the reporter, he goes, and then he waves over the director, and he goes, I think this might have been a mistake.
Did you say steak?
Maybe we could cause some sort of distraction, and I could sneak out of here.
Wow.
And then the reporter looks at the dude, and he goes, I want to see how this plays out.
With the director.
Yeah. He looks at the reporter and goes, I think we should see how this plays out.
Do they eat
After
them?
the guy said, I'm gonna chop your head off if you keep talking.
Do they eat them?
No, but apparently he ate human brains in the video. The reporter, the CNN dude.
Wow, he went.
Yeah, and apparently it was
Very-
apparently destroyed his career.
That's very respectful culturally
Yeah, but
to roll up your sleeves and eat
Yeah,
what
that's
they're
what the
having.
Wild Boys would have did. That's what Chris Pontius and Steve-O would have did in that
Bingo.
same situation.
that's true. But at a certain point, isn't that like not good?
Eating
morally,
brains?
to
I
eat
think you
human
just don't
brains.
tell people outside of a dinner party.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
shouldn't have put out the video.
Right.
They shouldn't have posted that on CNN.com. When
He
we
had
say
to have
something
been in-
nasty on the podcast,
Yeah, we just cut that
like,
shit out. No,
Then we cut it out.
no.
Then that's something that we cut out. But I can't believe that they made it out of that cannibal island.
Yeah.
Hey, sober, dry January. I'm in it.
Yeah.
We are.
You're in the
we
middle
are
of it.
almost done.
I enjoyed a very nice Heineken Zero the other night.
We are almost done
It's
with dry
January
January. January 8th. This weekend was the hardest.
Did it have something to do with the hot tub full of gays that you were in that made
Yeah.
this weekend so
No,
hard?
I
They
was.
must have laughed you away.
You know what I had this weekend were
I'm actually
a
doing
couple
dry
of those
January.
like THC seltzers.
Oh yeah.
Did they get you fucked up or
No,
not really? They
not
don't
at
at all.
all.
I get like THC coffee and it literally does nothing.
yeah.
That's because you guys are both addicts.
I haven't smoked weed in
Addicts.
ages because it makes your sperm
Oh, yes, I
less
forgot. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
motivated, and I need mine practicing.
He needs his sperm doing calisthenics like the Afghani army.
Yes,
Like doing mismatched jumping jacks and doing like barbell climbs and shit like that. Just move.
That's what you need your sperm on, yeah?
He needs a sperm like the honeycomb fucking
talking to the eggs.
That's what happened in
cut your
Glee.
head off.
That's what the sperm were like in Glee. That's how they were in the hot tub, like underwater, like
Real warriors.
We should get that as a button.
That should be a button. Let me find the fucking.
Wait, do a
clip.
clean one. Do a clean one so we can use it as a button.
No, I'll just find I want to find the dude's voice.
All right, while you're looking for that, dry January, went out to dinner on Friday, all gung-ho, week was easy, felt, oh man, you wake up, you've slept so well, you're clean, you're not thirsty, I'm feeling good. Friday night, weekend comes around. There's something about the weekend where you just tell yourself, I've made it, I deserve a drink.
Is that R. Kelly song where he's like, it's the freaking weekend, baby, I'm about to have me some fun.
Exactly.
And that's what you were on. You're like, oh, I'm about to have me some fun.
We went out to dinner.
Pour up.
Christoph
Three of
Papa was
us at the
stretching out a
dinner
gator.
were not drinking. We were all doing dry January. The two other people did not even know. Waitress comes around and says, can I get you guys a drink? They both ordered Empire State Sours, like whiskey sour drinks that looked fucking incredible.
That does sound good.
Incredible. And they got to us and it was like, yeah, we'll have
I'll do
seltzer.
a water.
We'll treat ourselves with like a bottle of seltzer. And then
That's your problem, though. If you're going to do dry January, you can't be drinking just water.
But then
You got to have like a soda.
I've complained to people about, or I've voiced my complaints about the nightmare that is dry January, and everyone comes back and says, well, that's why you got to do edibles, and then you got to do this. I wanted to see if I could do it not with weed, because if I just
Yeah, if you just transfer over to another addiction.
I'm not really smoking weed, so if I replace drinking with another stimulant, then
Yeah,
that's
honestly,
bullshit.
dude, I don't even know why you're doing it. I feel like your drinking is pretty under control. You're a very responsible drinker.
Doing it has made me think I have a bigger problem than I have ever felt as a drinker.
It is
Because
annoying.
It made me want to drink so badly.
Yeah, but anytime you can't drink, you want
It's
to
annoying
drink.
when you go to a restaurant like that and you try to order a mocktail. Everyone's ordering their drink, and you try to order a mocktail. You're like, I'll have the bee sting. And they're like, oh, something off our non-alcoholic menu. And they make you, like you're trying to sneak one by. Because if you could if you could just be at the table with like a cocktail-looking mocktail,
Yeah.
and then it wouldn't really feel like you're doing this whole thing
Right.
where you have to let everybody know that,
Right.
like, you know, if
Yeah, I
I've been
agree.
in scenarios where I want to just like I don't want to bring attention to the fact that I'm not drinking and get interrogated and like have people think that I'm making some big life. I just don't feel like drinking that day.
Well, that's why I really like those Athletic Brewing Company
Those are
non-alcoholic
good,
beers.
dude. I had those on Christmas.
Which I posted a story. They sent me a case, so I threw up a Instagram story saying how much I liked them. And within 30 seconds, Sass had texted me. He goes, how much did they pay you to post that? And I was like, nothing. And he goes, oh, you just did it for love of the game? And I'm like, yeah, I actually quite like these products. No free ads, but
yeah.
but dude,
That means 10 racks. That means
no.
Why would he lie
I
to you?
truly didn't. I did not get a dollar.
Why
for
would he
that.
lie to you? He's been so forthcoming with any type of financial
That's
advice
true.
anytime you've ever asked for it.
That's really true.
That's nasty.
I don't think that's offensive to do at all. He
That's
eats
basically like
people.
us
You're
being
allowed
like
to.
ching chong chang.
Whoa.
I said it's basically like that.
Not even close to the same.
No.
For their
That's the
language,
equivalent of
yes,
if
it
someone
is.
does something bad enough, you're allowed to be mean to them.
What are you talking
Like
about?
you can make fun of Stephen
Cannibals.
Hawking now because he's a pedophile.
Oh.
Yeah. You can call him that like wheelchair bitch.
I
Shit
find
like
that
that.
offensive.
Yep. Yep.
That plays now, dude. You're allowed to do that.
And since these guys, but it's
since
within
they
their
use
culture
people.
to do that. But if it's their religion, you can't make fun of somebody's religion.
Oh, hold on a second, Rone. In the days after Hamas attacked Israel, I let my anti-Islamic flag fly with freedom I had not felt since 9/11. And everybody was like, good for you. Yes, we hate them too. And
That's
now I have to
crazy.
tuck it. You have to, as the days wear on, you gotta have to tuck it back in. You know.
Yes, exactly. Well, then you have to transfer over to Judaic hate.
I don't even remember when 9/11 happened. I don't remember like having any
It was
anger
September
towards
11th,
Islamic people.
2001.
I remember just being so scared. The thought of like hating someone else never even crossed my mind.
No, that's
My immediate thought was like, is my family
so
safe?
not there.
Is my family safe? Are my friends safe? That was the only thing going through my head.
That's a sign that you 100% weren't there.
Just fucking so scared.
Even the halal carts were like, we serve hamburgers and hot dogs now.
Yep. Freedom fries, freedom toast.
You boys have a problem, and that problem is called racism.
Don't even say that.
And let me.
How about that?
I can help you.
What do you guys want to talk
doing,
about?
Are you doing dry January?
No, I got shit faced this weekend.
And I want to so badly. What about you, Sass? How long has it been
only
since
on one night though.
How long have I been sober for? I thought you would never ask.
What, 50 days now?
I don't know.
No,
Let me see.
49 days.
It might be 49 days.
Dude, then one guy we were at,
No, it's 46 days.
one guy we were at the dinner with caved and said, okay, I'm not doing dry January anymore. But
47
instead what I'm
days.
going to do is I'm going to do only drinking on the weekends all the way from January through February.
That's
So
when
he-
you should be
That's
drinking
not bad.
anyway.
He tacked on a month, but he allows himself the weekends.
That's like when dudes
I don't
quit
hate
the
that.
military and they have to like ring the bell. He quit right at the table.
He rang the
Yep.
bell.
Yeah, right
He
at the
rang
table.
the bell right there.
First weekend.
Hilarious. Yeah.
First weekend he threw in the towel.
I still think it was so funny, Francis.
It
when
was
you
like,
were like when you
get
were
in
like
the Pacific and link arms. He's like,
we were
ah.
3 days into
Bang,
dry
bang, bang.
January, and you were like, we're halfway through.
I mean, I don't think there's a chance that I make it all the way through.
Oh, you're
Dude,
making
you
it.
don't need to.
We're gonna drag you across the finish line if we have to.
Well, I just don't see the point anymore, and it's only a weekend, which makes me think that I have a problem.
Well, Sass,
I
you're
don't think you
enabling
have a
him by
problem.
being like, you don't even have a
Because
problem.
we can't have two sober guys on the podcast.
I'm not going to
That
go
doesn't-
full sober.
that doesn't work for the
I
dynamic.
Cannot, dude. I have a wine fridge up there. I was pulling the wine racks out and just like turning them over and reading the nutrition facts on a bottle of wine. I was
No
reading like
sulfites.
I read the Surgeon General's warning.
That's crazy.
Huh, look at the tannins
Maybe
on
you
this.
do have a problem. But I don't think you have a problem. I think you just like that shit.
I love drinking.
That's what I used to do, like on the toilet before smartphones. I'd be like reading the ingredients of the toilet paper and shit like that. That's how I know you never fucking that you never experienced 9/11, bro. You wouldn't know how to shit if you didn't have a smartphone. You never pooped.
I don't
with
even
that-
bring my phone to the dude. When I'm shitting, it's so aggressive.
It's
You
a
can't be on
lie.
your phone. There can't be distractions. The full focus has to be
You need
shitting.
both your hands bracing
Yes.
you on this.
Yeah.
Are we
That's
going to
full
get you
focus.
back to drinking ever?
I don't know. We'll see. I've really haven't had much of an urge, except like when I went home for Christmas. When on Christmas Eve I had an urge, but I just drank those Athletic Brewing beers.
When are we going to drink together again?
If you want to grow this
Probably never.
podcast, we have to drink again.
My birthday is in March, 35.
Really?
You're April, right?
Yes.
Yeah, both of us.
Are you 35 in April?
36.
36.
Maybe we could do a big boozy dinner or something
That would be fun. Go back to Fort Charles Prime.
for Charles Prime Rib.
It's just 3 guys.
We should get Gaz out there with us.
Guys should gift us a.
He was at Fort Charles Prime recently.
Gaz face fucked me over there.
Really?
Yeah, I got it. He asked me to get him a reservation. I got him a reservation, and it was at 7:30. I sent him the reservation confirmation, and at 7:55, the restaurant called me, and they were like, "Where are you?" Whew. And I was like, "Oh." And then I called Gaz, and he had just realized that he had the time wrong, and he was trying to go at 8. At which point, my credibility had sunk, and they'd given the table away. And
Oh
now
my God.
they realized he was the guest, so he walked in at 8, and they were like, "We're really sorry, we gave the table away, but we want to make this right. Give me your phone number." And now he has the clout with the restaurant, and my name is sullied.
Damn.
That's
What do you mean
That
they
is-
realized?
everything I just said is true, by the way.
Wait,
There's-
they realized he was the guest.
And he just gave away a fucking reservation to Dukes for the Secret Santa thing. And so
Yeah.
that was on the new credit that he got from your credit. That
Oh,
now
if they got Dukes going there, your credibility is done.
That's not on
He
me,
was
though.
probably
That's
causing
on
a
Gaz.
ruckus.
it's on
out there.
Gaz.
But Gaz now has the clout to get reservations for people like Dukes, who's going to show up with a yo-yo.
He's gonna show up in a lacrosse penny.
Yeah. He's going to come out with his fucking Frisbee and like, "Where's the bathroom?
Some Birkenstocks.
Does anyone gonna do shotgun a Fort Loco?"
That's not at all what
That's
Dukes
Dukes.
sounds like.
That's Dukes.
That's exactly what he sounds like.
Oh
Damn.
man.
Did you? Do you guys? What do you want to talk about? Joe Coy at the Academy or whatever.
What's the skinny on that? I
Did you guys watch that?
He
He was
bombed?
incredible.
He
What? He bombed?
I thought he bombed.
No, he was incredible.
Was
oh
he?
really? I
He
didn't
put on
watch
a
it. I just saw on
masterclass.
Twitter everyone was saying that he bombed.
That or the guy with the button penis.
Button penis
Oh
is
yeah,
funny.
button penis.
Button penis was great.
Go there.
I don't know much about it. I just keep seeing the photo.
Did you see the photo of him walking out, or did you see the video of him swimming?
I saw the video of him swimming and the video of him walking out.
His penis is.
It's not there.
It's so remarkable.
Yeah, he's got that shit tucked.
It reminded me of the guy who climbed the pole after the Eagles made the Super Bowl last year.
Yeah. But
And-
smaller. It was smaller.
It was
than
smaller.
That.
That guy actually had like a protruding like a thing coming out. This guy really just has like
No, there was no penis.
A
I
pubic
thought.
mound.
I thought he went into the water and tucked the penis.
Have you ever seen that when Howard Stern had all the men on with micro penises?
No.
He has a lineup of men who come on his show with micro penises, and I remember there was one guy whose penis was legitimately not visible. It was inside, and he has, in order to pee, so that he doesn't pee all over himself, he had to pull his skin of his stomach back to then have it come out in order to pee.
he like fishes his dick out like a magician with
That's crazy.
I mean,
With-
that is
you got to use
with a ribbon
tweezers
down your throat.
that's a handicap. You can't have sex.
No, God no. You could probably get fucked by a dude in the front.
It'd be way easier if you were gay or
He has closer to a vagina than a penis at that point. If his penis goes inwards,
It's an inverted penis.
Yeah.
which must be nice if you want to hide the fact that you have a penis.
Yeah.
If you want to just screw some tits onto yourself and hide the fact that you have a penis,
Yeah.
I feel like that would be the most ideal situation, as opposed to if you had a salt burn cock.
If he got like the bottom surgery, they would probably just take out like a nail clipper. And just
yeah, like they're getting
good to
a
go.
callus off. They just sand his dick down.
I watched Saltburn.
yeah. Did you like it?
I liked it.
No, you didn't.
It didn't bother me that it was so similar to
Mr. Ripley.
Mr. Ripley, because Mr. Ripley, he wants to become Mr. Ripley. Saltburn, he wants to own the house. He kills
Yeah.
the whole family.
Nah.
Spoiler alert.
Mid.
I thought it was enough of a twist. It's
Mid-ass
like this
film.
devious thing to get rid of everyone so that he can... I thought the whole movie, I thought like, oh, he's in love with the guy from Euphoria.
What do you think about the fact that it was like unearned edgy moments?
That movie was trash.
Yeah, that's the hill you've been on, right?
Yeah, that it's just nasty for the sake of being nasty.
I mean, I thought the bathtub scene was pretty unbecoming.
Did you hear Joey and Pat talking about the bathtub scene?
No.
They're like, at least I want to see the cum that he's sucking down. Like, don't dilute the cum so much. Like, if he's gonna suck down a bathtub full of cum, like let it be a full bathtub dense with cum, not just like a
That
little bit
scene-
of cum in the fucking water.
That makes me want to throw up.
The period scene was pretty gross.
I didn't think the period scene was nearly as gross. That makes
Really?
me want. I could throw up right now thinking about it. It was fucking disgusting.
Why?
It was nasty.
So you're homophobic, bro.
That's not homophobic.
no,
dude.
you're the homophobic.
even
one.
like just like the bathtub
You're the racist
drain. Like that's
I
nasty.
love gay people, but if a woman tries to share her period situation, I get back in the kitchen.
That made me like dislike that actor. Like I don't like that actor anymore. Like yeah, sorry, dude. Dunkirk was ass too. Fuck you.
I have a boy who was in a situation like that, and he turned his into like a tribal war paint.
Yeah,
period blood.
that's smart.
Uh-huh.
I just thought the
My
movie
boy
was.
Mike.
Also, I'm
That's
not
how you
saying that. I
get-
didn't say I don't dislike the actor because of the cum thing.
Spread any more of that fucking blood on your face, I'm gonna cut your head off and eat it. Season it.
I think this was a bad idea.
Could you distract them while I get out of here? Was the director just trying to leave and like leave the journalist there?
No, I think the director wanted to stay.
How are they going to distract them? Like throw a fucking steak over there.
Yeah, probably.
Quick,
Throw a fucking human brain.
quick, cut your thumb off.
Yeah. Give him just a little taste.
Just a taste of the blood. They probably sniff you down like hounds.
I mean, those dudes. I don't know. I feel like the director could probably take those dudes pretty easily.
No, what? They're literal hunter-gatherers.
Yeah, but they were tiny. They're little mini men.
Yeah, because they're malnourished. They need more brain.
Yeah. It's probably hard to survive on fucking just human flesh.
Yeah, man cannot survive on flesh alone. I think Jesus said that.
Did he? Was that right?
Oh, bread alone. But
Bread.
his bread was flesh. So
Truth.
basically
the
the
body
same
of Christ.
Body and the soul.
thing. In the blood.
And the blood.
Amen.
Let's talk ball for a minute.
I was
We
about
just
to
talked
say-
ball. We already talked ball.
We barely
I
talked
was
What
about
ball.
ball
to
do you
say
wanna
this
talk?
has been Son of the Boy Dad.
But we barely talked ball.
What are you talking about? What more do you want to talk about?
Me and Francis were talking great ball before you got here.
We
and we
were
literally
talking
were
ball.
saying, I'm going to have to bleep that out again. We were literally saying, we were like, dude, we sat here, right here, and we were like, it's not even like fun to make fun of the Eagles anymore because they're the worst team in the NFL.
I've never seen a team.
Crumble
What
like
did they
Sounds like you're having some fun making fun of them.
no,
it
it's
sounds
like,
like you're
I'm not
having a
enjoying.
blast.
I'm not
over here.
enjoying this at
10-0
all.
is their start. They were 10-0, right?
10-1.
10-1.
You don't know.
Oh, they lost to the Jets. I forgot.
Yeah, they lost
Yeah,
to the
we
Jets.
all
New
thought-
York owns Philly.
Go back to the beginning of the season. Remember, we all thought. First of all, we thought the Cowboys, who beat the Giants 40-0 on the opening game, were going to be the best team in the NFL.
Yeah.
And then we thought the Dolphins were the best team in the NFL.
Yeah.
And now,
Then we thought the 49ers, when they beat the Eagles, were the best team in the
Yes.
NFL.
Yes.
and it's been
And then we thought the Ravens, when they beat the 49ers, were the best team in the NFL.
The Ravens are probably the
the
best team in the
Ravens
NFL.
are the best team in the NFL.
But then the Ravens lost to the...
Steelers.
Yes.
With
But
all
with
of their
their
backups
backups.
playing.
They lost to the Steelers.
And it was still like a good game.
And the Steelers lost to the Eagles last season.
Bro, it's curtains. It's curtains.
All right, bro. See, I would never take joy in your downfall.
I'm not taking joy in this. I just
See, whenever
genuinely-
you post
I
a
wanna
stand-up
hear-
clip
I
on the
wanna hear
internet, I'm
your
like,
input.
oh, let me share that.
I know, and I
whenever you have a
appreciate
show,
that.
I'm like, let me show
I
up for his
appreciate
show. Whenever you have like a podcast idea that you want, I'm like, let me produce this podcast. Let's try and make this shit pop off. But then
I want to hear your input. What do you think? What do you think the solution is?
They suck dick.
So what do you think is going to happen next week?
They'll win.
You think so?
I mean, I want them to win still.
Yeah, me too.
Sorry that
Obviously.
I'm rooting for my team.
No, obviously I want them to win still too.
You want to drag me? You want to draw me and quarter me, rake me by the coals, fucking
do you think
rip my
is
body
AJ
apart?
Brown going to play next week?
I hope so.
They need him.
Winston Churchill.
Yeah, Winston Churchill's probably going to play.
Winston Churchill.
Who do you think is going to be in the Super Bowl?
Probably Eagles
Realistically,
Chiefs rematch.
Wow, that'd be good.
I think
Wouldn't
the
that be
Dolphins
good?
are
Wow,
going
that
to beat
would
the
be
Chiefs next
fun.
week.
Dolphins are.
Yeah,
I mean,
Beating the Chiefs.
yeah.
it would be nicer if the Eagles were having competitive games against good teams. But
Yeah.
the last two good teams they played were the Cowboys and the 49ers, and they got smoked. And then they had a competitive game against the Giants. They won. Competitive game against the Cardinals and lost, which are both bad teams. And then they got smoked by the Giants, who are a bad team.
Yeah,
so it's
really
like
bad.
everything is trending in the worst possible way. This descending stairway.
What do you think the Giants? Do you think the Eagles went into that Giants game?
Is this an
being
interview where you're just peppering me with fucking questions?
think the Eagles
like it's a
went-
fucking press conference?
Do you think the Eagles went into the Giants game being like, "This is going to be a breeze. Let's not like
no,
practice or train hard"?
they're fundamentally fractured. The guys that they hired are dunces. The coaching staffs are rubes. They don't understand the fundamental reasons why the football players play football. They have fucking our best pass rusher dropping into coverage 90% of the
Yeah.
time. The offense can't do shit. The defense can't stop anybody. But we got Darius. Like, yo, you got something else to do, bro?
Bill Belichick alert came up.
I got a notification on my phone, but I didn't look at it.
Well, mine made like a weird noise, which doesn't usually happen.
Your phone said. Honestly, the Eagles need to do something fucking
Heroic.
fundamentally different to change. And
It would be awesome if they won the Super Bowl now after going through this.
Yeah.
being
yeah,
like,
especially
we
with
can
all the
make it-
shit
we
you
can
talk.
make it through everything.
Dude, I would make your life hell if they
and
won
then
the Super Bowl.
Sirianni can go, "Can't hear you now, Chiefs fans,"
That is a good impression of
and
him.
then go 18 or 0-18 next season.
For one Super Bowl, I would definitely take 0-18. If
For
they won a Super
sure.
Bowl, I would take 0-18.
For sure.
Yeah, that'd be huge.
That'd be fucking huge, dude.
How
And then you
long
guys would
does
get
one
first draft
Super
pick next
Bowl
year?
carry you?
I think
Couple years.
2 or 3 seasons. I mean, if they went 0-18 for 2 seasons straight after winning a Super Bowl, he'd get fired.
No, I'm saying you as a fan.
Like when did
5
the Rams?
years.
When did the Rams win the Super Bowl? 2 years ago.
Won the Super Bowl. Are you still
2018.
feeling like I've had a good experience as
No,
an
because
Eagles
they
fan
got
lately?
close last year under a new regime. So it's like that was supposed to be my new one. That was supposed to be my reset.
But that wasn't the new one. You guys lost to the Chiefs, and
But they should have. It was close enough where they could have won the game.
Yeah, but this is new regime. You know what I mean? That was like, wow, we have a good team, and this year is going to be even better. And you felt that way through the first 11 weeks of the season.
I know. I felt like we were the favorite,
And then
I've done
something
such a
happened.
good job of dissociating from my feelings about it. And then I come into here, and I'm just fucking reminded of every one of the feelings.
The
It's like,
Sixers are doing good though, right?
yeah, they are.
Yeah.
But it's like a nasty ex breaks up with you or something like that, and you just do everything. You delete every picture of him, and then fucking
Him.
Timothy?
Pause, bro.
And then he comes back into your life because all your friends keep on reminding you how big and nice his dick was.
Yeah.
And it's like you have
That's facts.
wiped your iCloud, shattered every picture frame of how fucking hot he was and how much fun you guys had together. And then all your friends are like, but didn't you say his dick was big? Like, didn't you say you loved his big dick? Didn't you enjoy making him pre-cum?
Yeah. Well, good luck to the Eagles. We wish them the best in
I
this
might be
upcoming
going
week.
to I might be going to Chicago to stream it on Monday next
Really?
week. Yeah, so we might have to record another one on Friday.
On Friday or Thursday or
Thursday or Friday in preparation for that. Or you guys could do one without me. Your guys' call.
all right, we'll figure it out. All right, we'll see everybody on Wednesday. Thank you for listening. Goodbye.
Goodbye.